my God. So yeah, it's pollen season here in Florida and my eyes are like just burning and just itching. I'm sneezing and a watery nose. Literally woke up today with like these crusty eye boogers. It was really gross. And people were worried about the coronavirus. Right now we have the pollen season going on, the pollening as it's called. And literally every car is yellow. Everything is, there's just dust and pollen everywhere and I'm freaking dying. Everybody's worried about the coronavirus destroying the economy. You should, if you're thinking about moving to Florida, take in consideration that you're gonna live probably 3 months out of the year as if you're dying. Yeah. Welcome to Florida. What's up, rock stars? I'm Mighty Mike, and according to some studies, selling a home can be as stressful as getting divorced and even going through bankruptcy. Did you know that most people would rather burn alive than actually give a public speech? I just want to, you know what, screw this. This ain't so bad. You can't eliminate all stress when it comes to selling, but you can minimize it by taking these 5 steps. I know, it's another listicle video, but welcome to the internet. Number 1, this may sound self-serving, but choose the right listing agent. So our industry is chock full of agents who don't understand the business. And by chock full, I mean there's something like 18,000 agents in the Central Florida area and about 3 million nationwide. Essentially, if you throw a rock, you're gonna hit one. Now, most agents are amateurs, let's be real. And that's putting it nicely. They don't know how to provide good customer service. They don't know how to communicate very well. They may know real estate, but they don't know how to do real estate. And this is pretty evident from start to finish, from showing homes to actually closing on deals. For example, consider home showings. As a listing agent who represents sellers, I frequently hear about bad habits of some buyer agents. Things like they don't know how to turn off lights, close doors, wipe their feet, they let their clients' kids run amok. And perhaps the worst problem of all, they show up unexpectedly late. They give you times that, oh, we're gonna be over here at this time. They show up whenever they pretty much want to. Now, keep in mind that this is really just a minority of agents out there, but those problem agents do stand out. Let's say you have 9 agents that show up and they behave professionally, but that 10th agent does something unprofessional. It damages the reputations of the previous 9 agents. And this is something that drives responsible agents mad. A good listing agent is there to help you, provide you guidance and information in order to how to best sell your house, how to control and manage the situation, as well as protect your valuables. No matter how prepared your home is, showing will still be uncomfortable, simply because you're gonna have to keep having your home showroom ready and in good condition. And this is essentially where a good listing agent comes in and they help you come up with a system in order to manage this, how to keep your house clean, how to keep you organized. That's why you're paying for a professional to help you. And while we're on the topic of showroom ready, keep your house 10 minutes away from being showroom ready. Now, if you've never experienced the joys of selling a house, well, you're in for a rude awakening. It's a huge pain to have to show your house, a huge one. There's no way of getting around it. And the longer it takes to sell your house, the more painful it's going to be. So here are some good ideas for minimizing that pain. 1, move out first. But if that's not an option, number 2, pack most of your scattered belongings in preparation for moving. Leave just a few staged items around. Put your boxes in storage or stack them nicely, neatly in the garage and live minimally in your house. Number 3, cleaning as you go. For some people, this is gonna be easy, but for some other types of people out there who don't like cleaning, they prefer to play and kind of chill in their own house, this is always gonna be an issue for you. And you just gotta keep in mind that you may not have the tidiest house, but the cleanliness of your house is probably gonna have a huge impact on whether or not buyers are gonna be interested in your house. So just keep that in mind. And of course, no judgment here, but if that's you, spend a long time getting everything deep clean, then close off areas you don't need to use. It will be easier to do maintenance cleaning in those areas if you're still trying to sell your house. Also, have a plan for leaving the house during showings. If you have a dog or a kid, this can be a bit harder to arrange, but it's still important. Now, for whatever reason, if you can't leave the house during any times you have showings coming over, don't lurk. Instead, go out and read on the patio or sit on the front porch if it's warm out. and just hang out, or just hang out in the kitchen if it's cold. And when finally the buyer's interested in looking at the kitchen that you're kind of chilling in, tell them that you'll, go to to the bathroom or another bedroom. In other words, don't hang around the same space that the buyers are looking at. You're essentially just removing your presence as much as possible so buyers feel comfortable imagining themselves in there. Number 3, and this is probably going to be a very, very difficult one for a lot of people. Let go of your house emotionally. I've sold a fair number of houses, and I understand that no one loves your house as much as you do. You love your gardens, you love your decor, it's fabulous, it's great. You adore your cherry wood kitchen cabinets, your expensive carpeting is just a perfect color. But the buyers still want to rip it out, paint it over, and change it anyways. Buyers, regardless of what you think of your house, will complain that your paint is too dark, your stone fireplace is dated looking, and your light fixtures just have to be changed. And they'll do this right in front of you. They don't care. They'll discuss the getting rid of the most expensive carpeting and chopping down your favorite tree, the one that your kids played on as they grew up. But you have to keep in mind, buyers are trying to fit themselves into their own house, not fit themselves into your home. They will want to remove anything that doesn't feel like them. And they're gonna want the freedom to talk about this with one another while they're shopping for homes. So if you don't want to hear this, then you probably want to leave the house, while it's being shown. Number 4, and this is a good tip, don't be a tour guide. Real estate agents spend hours upon hours with their buyers, going from home to home until everyone is completely exhausted with trying to find that perfect home. And the last thing that a buyer's agent wants, or the buyers themselves, they don't want a seller trying to play tour guide. And I get it, I understand. You may be thinking, what's wrong with pointing out the most important features to a buyer? There's nothing wrong with pointing out the features, but there is a right way to do it. Hovering and pointing out details takes a lot of time, and buyers are mostly comparing homes based on how the home makes them feel compared to other homes that they were looking. Knowing that the seller spent $2,000 on better quality speakers will not make the buyers love the house anymore. And most buyers in this situation are gonna try to be polite, but they're probably looking for their escape route as well. A better strategy is to tape a small sign to anything special that you want to call attention to. Now, Timmy, we've spoken about this before. This is just the way things are.
Papa, please, I'll be a good boy. Don't sell me off with the house.
Now. Here you go.
Oh no.
Even though the listing describes all of those features in detail, and the buyer's agent has probably already provided much of those details to the buyers themselves, it's useful to call attention to these details while live and in person, just not being an in-person tour guide. Number 5, know that you will hit turbulence on this flight. Once you get an offer, let your agent pilot the plane, metaphorically speaking. If you're running into the cockpit every single time that there's a little bit of turbulence, you're gonna just distract the pilot. And you won't change the fact that you're going through turbulence. It's much better to hire an excellent pilot in the first place, so that when the turbulence does hit, you have the confidence that he or she will handle it correctly. And this is the God honest truth. In real estate transactions, there is always turbulence. There's never not turbulence. Turbulence will always happen, always. I can't stress that enough, always. For example, problems always seem to arise with the house itself, no matter how perfect you think it is, and no matter how many advanced repairs you've made. In many cases, the issue is something that you didn't even really know about, or it could be something that you've always lived with, but you never thought was a problem. Yeah, we just finished the inspection of the property, and did you guys realize that there's a Native American burial ground outside?
Huh. Yeah, we saw that, but we just never really thought about that.
Yeah, that's gonna put a bit of a delay on the sale.
I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Why would that?
We've been living with this house for 30 years. Why would it ever make a delay or cause any issue? What part of native burial ground your property's built on does not convey that information to you? There's a better than average chance that the house will have an issue. And of course, it's always gonna arise at the worst possible time, often at the closing table, just when you think you're finished and you're free and clear. Keep in mind that a good buyer's agent will press for advantages for the buyer, which means that they're gonna use that house issue to negotiate for more concessions. Your best security for these last minute negotiations is to prepare it in advance. Here are a few things I suggest even before you start marketing a home you should do. You know the old saying, you gotta spend money to make money. This is where this comes in. having an advanced home inspection done, which will be in addition to the buyer's own home inspection. Order a preliminary title report, which will prevent any surprises on the title, such as old easements. Another thing to do is take photos around the house to prove that the things are where they are supposed to be, which prevents last minute claims by buyers that you remove something, usually light fixtures or things of that nature. Look for the kind of things or issues that most buyers might notice, such as stained carpeting. If you can get those issues fixed in advance, go ahead and do so. If you can't, or you just don't want to, then don't hide the issues, but don't call attention to them either. Even with the best of preparations, there's always going to be a few surprises. It's things that we have never foreseen. And here are a few things that you may encounter. Things that are just weird, like a piece of drywall not being fastened properly. That can cause the buyer to demand all drywall be replaced in the house. Solution to this, provide a drywall inspection demonstrating that there is no further problems in the house. Some other things to check out for: a damp spot in the ceiling after rain, causing the buyers to demand the entire roof to be replaced instead of just simply calling for repairs. All right, so the solution to this problem: ask the roofing company to certify that the repair would solve the problem and that the seller would offer to pay for the repair and have an extended warranty on those repairs. And if you run into any situations where the buyers are refusing to actually go to the closing table because of repairs, and the repairs were made, they were corrected, any material defects of the house were fixed, in that situation, you can always send essentially the buyer a notice to perform, which is a legal way of saying you only have 24 hours to close. If you're going to have a problem, then we're gonna have to get lawyers involved, and no one wants to do that. So what do you guys think? Go ahead and leave your comments down below. Share your stories with us. Have you had nightmares with listing agents before? I love to hear about them. We do in this industry love talking about each other. So, so go ahead and leave your comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you guys can stay up to date with more information. And if you want to check out our other videos, go ahead and just click on the links right here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.